In the late 1970s, the world was on the brink of significant geopolitical changes. In the heart of Paris, a quiet revolution was brewing, one that would reshape the Middle East and have lasting impacts on global politics. Ayatollah Khomeini, the spiritual leader of Iran, was in exile, orchestrating what would soon become the Islamic Revolution of 1979. Amidst the political turmoil, India was carefully watching these developments. A key figure in this story was B. Raman, an officer from India's External Intelligence Agency, the Research and Analysis Wing, or RAW. Under the visionary leadership of N.F. Sanduk, who had recently taken charge of RAW, B. Raman was tasked with a critical mission in Paris. Sanduk, like his predecessor, the indomitable R.N. Kaur, was quick to realize that the Shah's regime in Iran was on the verge of collapse. He understood the strategic importance of establishing a backdoor channel with the Ayatollah, whose influence was growing by the day. In Paris, B. Raman was posted undercover in guise of an Indian correspondent working for the Hindu to assess the situation and, if possible, establish contact with the Ayatollah. But how does one approach a man surrounded by so much tension and secrecy? The answer came in the form of an unlikely ally, an Iranian student named Saad. Saad was an active member of the Communist Party, or Today, in Paris, a group sympathetic to the Khomeini's cause. The students were at the forefront of the agitation against the Shah, who they saw as a puppet of the US. Many of them were arrested and tortured by Savak, the Shah's intelligence agency, while others escaped Paris and took sanctuary there. Their morale received a boost when the Ayatollah left Iraq and came to France and took up residence at the Novel Le Chateau near Paris. As the crowds grew around the Ayatollah and the rallies got bigger, a twist of fate gave Raman the opportunity to get close to the Ayatollah. Raman and Saad met in the house of a common friend and became close friends, frequently taking their meals together. Saad came from a middle-class family and was living an impoverished life in Paris. One night, Raman received a frantic call from Saad, telling him that his ulcer had burst and he was losing a lot of blood. Saad was in a desperate situation, needing urgent hospital care but completely unable to afford the treatment. Raman immediately rushed to Saad's house and took him to the hospital in his car. Once Saad was cured and discharged, Raman paid all his hospital bills. This generous act on Raman's part won him Saad's undying devotion. And through him, Raman made contact with many key members of the Ayatollah's entourage. It was in these meetings that Raman concluded that the success of the Islamic Revolution in Iran was only a matter of time, and the US and the Western powers were indulging in the wishful thinking that the Shah would somehow be able to crush the movement. Raman wanted to capitalize on this opportunity and establish a backdoor channel with the Ayatollah and convey the goodwill of the Indian leadership. The plan had the blessings of the then Morarji Desai government in Delhi. An Indian Shia emissary was dispatched to Paris to make clandestine contact with the Ayatollah, and here the mission hit a snag. While the Ayatollah welcomed the proposal for a meeting, he insisted that the meeting not be in secret, as he suspected that Morarji was trying to protect himself in case the Shah managed to crush the revolution. Long story short, the meeting never happened and the Shia emissary left Paris without any success. Embarrassed at this setback, the Morarji Desai government dispatched a top MEA or Ministry of External Affairs official from Delhi to salvage the situation. However, for unknown reasons, neither Sanduk nor Raman were made aware of the impending visit. When Raman suddenly received official instructions notifying him about the impending arrival of the MEA official and directing him to set up a secret meeting with the Ayatollah, Sanduk and Raman, through no fault of their own, found themselves in a tight corner. After careful deliberation, Sanduk advised Raman to take up the challenge for the country and the organization. Keen to avoid another diplomatic fiasco, Raman sought out Saad's help. Raman told Saad about the instructions from the Prime Minister or the PMO's office and added that this was a matter of personal prestige for him or else his reputation would suffer. Saad immediately rushed to the Ayatollah's residence and met his inner circle. When they repeated their opposition to a secret meeting, Saad met the Ayatollah himself and told him how Raman had saved his life. The Ayatollah then directed his inner circle to set up a secret meeting with the officials from Delhi. The stakes here were incredibly high. Raman knew that this meeting could shape India's future relations with Iran and the broader Middle East. The meeting was conducted with the utmost secrecy. Ayatollah Khomeini, wary of foreign powers, was initially cautious. However, Raman's approach was both respectful and diplomatic. He emphasized India's history of non-alignment and its desire for peaceful relations in the region. During the discussion, Khomeini expressed a deep respect for India, contrasting it with his disdain for Pakistan, which he viewed as a puppet of the Western powers. This sentiment would later prove crucial in shaping the post-revolution relationship between India and Iran. As the Islamic Revolution unfolded in 1979, the efforts of Santuk and Raman bore fruit. The backdoor channel that they established ensured that Iran did not fall completely under Pakistan's influence, a strategic victory for India in a volatile region. The relationship established with Ayatollah Khomeini opened up new avenues for India in the Middle East and West Asia. It allowed India to maintain a strategic foothold in the region, balancing power dynamics with both Pakistan and other global players. The story of Raman's secret meeting with Ayatollah Khomeini is a testament to the power of diplomacy and foresight. In the shadows of Paris, decisions were made that would shape the future of two nations. Today, the bond between India and Iran, in spite of the ups and downs, remains a critical element in the geopolitics of the region. Rooted in the trust that was built in the crucial days leading up to the Iranian Revolution. Thank you for watching this video. If this deep dive into one of India's intelligence triumphs during the Iranian Revolution caught your interest, there is a lot more where that came from. From backdoor diplomacy to strategic alliances, India's intelligence agencies have been pivotal in shaping the country's global standing. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we reveal another secret operation that changed the course of history.